Hey, everybody. You're listening to the Fake Book Club podcast, where we talk about everything from movies, music, life, and occasionally the books we're reading. Follow us wherever you find your podcasts. I hope you enjoy the show. So, I'm Tabrisha, and I'm here today with my fellow co hosts, Tessa,
Hey.
Evelyn,
Hello.
and Chris.
Hi.
And sadly, once again, Whitney will not be joining us today, but she will definitely be back for our next episode. But this is a special episode. This is a bonus episode for our podcast. This is doing a brief recap of the World Cup. So the World Cup, since recording this episode, it just happened a week ago, which is insane. And we are still talking about it. There's just so much that happened through this brief, which it was a month, but it's just a month that breezed right by. And we wanted to come on for this bonus episode to give our feelings about the good and the bad of this edition of the FIFA World Cup. So, everyone, how would you rate? What did we all think about the World Cup? Like, what was our thoughts about the entire tournament?
I mean, look, man, this is my first World Cup, so I would rate it a 10 out of 10 for vibes, but
Wow.
only on vibes alone, but also like maybe a 7 for
Look, the bar
other
was low.
incidents.
The bar was low.
Maybe a 7 for all the allegations.
I mean, I think this is actually the first World Cup where I managed to watch the majority of matches, where I wasn't like at work and just like, checking on my phone and just looking at updates like that. So overall, that was pretty dope.
Wow. I think 7 sounds like a good score, surprisingly, even though you don't have like much experience to back it up, Tessa. But for me, that sounds accurate, like in
It's vibes.
general. But
Like
the vibes, yeah.
I only say 10 out of 10 for with regards to vibes because like everybody who I was talking to it about is excited for it. The energy was great. You know, everybody like I had a guaranteed talking point anytime I was talking to anybody. So
Yeah.
that's like I'm just like, "Oh, yes, it's wonderful to be in touch. It's wonderful to be up to date."
The water cooler. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the major thing,
that
like
was it.
even with like outside the US, now wherever you go, like you could be like, oh hey, Bosnia, like
Mhm.
no matter where you go, that's the beauty of the sport, I think. I think it also helped being in the US, like you said, like you guys, I don't know if you would have been watching all the games if they weren't US, Mexico, Canada based because of the time also. It helps,
Mhm.
like prime time. Most of the games were during
Time-
that.
the times were good, yeah. There
Yeah.
were some funny there were some ones that like started at like midnight and I was like
Oh,
I
yeah,
did not see most of those. I did not see most of those.
I
same.
tried to. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm tired.
Well, the
Yeah,
good thing is they scheduled the less interesting games at that time too, so it's
yeah.
like you kind of could be excused for not watching it.
I think we
Right.
tried to watch one at midnight, and that was the only time we tried.
Yeah, but barely. I think we tried on basically like that was when so much of the matches like leading to the knockout like were happening.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
was just like I was excited for a few of them and like basically it was nice to like guaranteed between like noon to 3 I could see maybe one maybe two matches.
I
So,
I, I
so
think
it
for
was-
me also a 7 out of 10, but also 10 out of 10 for vibes because like everyone here, like I was able. Some of the matches happened during my lunch hour, so me and my coworker we were able to watch on my tablet and eat our lunch together to watch a couple of games, and then for some games that were either we were on the desk or it was our break time, we would have to like do like BBC Sport or Google to see the live texting kind of thing. We would talk about it, and we did have like that water cooler moment to talk about the games. Like we even with some of the facilities guys, because there was like one facility guy who was like rooting for Argentina to win, and that's like we can talk about that.
The banter, the
Yeah.
NC.
But yeah, I feel like but for the compared to the past World Cup match, I feel like this edition was, I would say, the most controversial and the more like newsworthy, in the sense that I've and also more notable because, like, Evelyn and I have talked about this. I feel like it's making it more well known that FIFA is corrupt, that they have, they're greedy, and this edition really showed that, I feel. So it's
Even
still,
me, who has zero context, was like, "Oh no, this is very obvious."
yeah, exactly. And I feel like now, with American audiences having their eyes on it, I feel like they were more aware of it as well, because people like in European countries, or in other countries where soccer is more well known, they've always known this for years. It's just like, they were just shouting into the ether. But now that this happened in the US, Mexico, and Canada, it's more well known.
Yeah,
And I think
like it had a bigger audience to like fuck up in front of.
yeah, it did. Yeah. I did what you guys said. I did like the vibes. I liked how a lot of people really came together to talk about it, the good and the bad. Even to this day, like on my social media feed, people are still talking about it, and it just happened a week ago. And I think it's gonna the conversation is gonna prolong for a really long time.
It's only been a week, and it's shocking to think that it's only been a week.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
Chris looked at me like he didn't believe it, and then
Yeah,
I showed him when the date.
I swore it was already like 2 weeks by now.
I know. And it's so weird, like waking up and like there's no game today. Like, oh
I
my
know.
God.
There's been
What?
no game all week.
What?
It was like a really like a hangover. I was like, wait, what? What am I supposed to do?
A hangover is
Stay
the
back
right
from
word.
baseball, you know.
Oh
Tune into
God.
the NHL.
What am I supposed
Oh my God.
to get every day?
MLS is back. And my CFC.
I mean, yeah, and they
You know,
did
that's a
win
good
their
point.
last game, and they're about to play another game
I think
in
they're playing
about like
tonight,
5 minutes.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yay.
But so how would you rate, and let us remind everyone and also our audience members, there were 3 countries hosting this. I feel like people are like saying, "Oh, the U.S." They're like, "No, no, 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 no." It was 3 countries hosting it, even though it did look like the majority of the matches were in the U.S. But how would you rate U.S., Mexico, and Canada?
Mexico is peak. Guadalajara Stadium. That's
Oh,
all you
yes.
need.
I mean, it was, yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't mind it, except that it was very Americanized. Was my only issue,
I
because
can.
I do think the 3 countries having the available stadiums to play, like, that's actually awesome. Granted, it probably did take a heavy toll on some of the players with the traveling, the different locations, different, like, humidity, dry heat, different elevations. Like, that all probably had an effect, and that probably sucked for them. But I personally did not mind, like, seeing the different stadiums and stuff like that. I thought that was cool. I just wish it was handled better.
Also, I
True.
I
committed
wish
to
there were.
watching on Telemundo.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't watch on anything else. But like, could they have less games in Miami, please? Like that humidity. It was just like so
Yeah.
gross.
That's what
I
I'm
could
saying.
feel
Like,
it through the screen.
But then
that's what I'm
also,
saying.
yeah,
Like, it was brutal, and like I know we had like severe storms for a bunch of the games,
Oh God,
both
that's so
in
true.
Yeah.
Mexico and in the U.S.
Yes.
I'm like, I
Yes.
wish it was handled better. But I mean, ultimately, when it's weather related, you can't do much.
right.
But I didn't mind that idea. Like,
Mm-hmm.
different stadiums being used to host the games.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have stick to one country. I feel it's just, it was just like really frustrating sometimes. But again, like with Chris is saying, I didn't mind. I do think, out of all the stadiums, I think it was, oh, I forget which one. A lot of um attendees said it was the better stadium, and it should, that the final should have been hosted there. I think it was in
The
LA, or
Is it the one in Texas?
Maybe it was the one in Texas. It was either Texas or California. It was one of those that people said this was the better stadium. It should have the final should have been there because I am I hate MetLife. It is
Oh, that's fair.
Whoa, whoa,
by
whoa! You mean
far
the New
like
York, New Jersey Stadium?
I hate MetLife. I'm I'm not
You're not calling it anything else but the
I'm
MetLife
not
Stadium.
calling it anything else. MetLife.
So funny.
I will say the one thing that I do like about like it being such a broad uh what they call hosting thing
Mhm.
is the immense amount of cultural exchange that
I
happened
mean,
during
Yeah.
the whole thing, because like finally something fun about America about coming to America, like
You
everyone
forget
discovering
being here, right?
tacos,
We don't
everyone
remember. We don't.
discovering ranch, everyone discovering
Yeah. Because
everyone
I
discovering
actually
Taco
yeah,
Bell.
because there was like some because it was ranch was like trending on social media like
the
UK
Yes.
was
wildest development,
yeah
by
like
the way.
packing it and so
PSA had to make a special packaging so
yeah
people can take
and then like some
That's
people like at
insane.
work asked me about this. It's like wait, so in the UK they don't have ranch? I was
They
like
do
no.
not.
I was like
Yeah.
but wait why? I was like
They
I don't
famous
know. It's just not a thing over there.
and
Yeah.
they
Think.
discovered it, and people like discovering Texas barbecue, people discovering like, oh my god, it was the funniest thing. Like people like
Oh, Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Yeah, Five
Oh
Guys.
my God.
People, but basically foreigners reacting to American food in like the most hilarious and positive way possible.
Mhm.
It's like I thought this was a joke. They have peanuts in a box like in front of Five Guys or something like
Yeah,
that.
the peanuts free to take for anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
And then discovering
So
like our
funny.
corner stores and stuff and in a grocery stores. They're like, how is this massive thing like a grocery store?
Yeah.
It's incredibly funny. Like those were that's what when I say 10 out of 10 vibes, those were the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We are the land of plenty. You know.
And yeah, from a certain point of view.
Yes.
Food. I'm talking
Food,
food.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
have a
now
lot of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now the lettuce is toxic, the air is toxic.
Oh no, not the lettuce.
Not the
Put
lettuce.
aside
Not the
that.
lettuce.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Just
The
don't go to
lettuce.
Taco Bell. That's fine.
Wash your lettuce, you'll be fine. You'll live.
I
What?
feel like that's partly it. It's like people are not washing it. I'm like, even though it says pre-wash,
You
Oh, I
still
don't
always
know.
wash
You
it.
never.
Oh
You
yes.
always gotta
Yeah.
wash your shit,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Why else do salad spinners exist,
which I forgot about.
sir?
I actually don't use a salad spinner. I like kind of like squeeze it.
So that's what I
That's true.
did. No, so what
I
happened
use the
was
colander.
I am trying to like eat a little bit healthier, so I started making like salads and whatnot.
Ooh.
Forgot that we had a salad spinner. Just grabbed the colander, like let the water
Yeah.
run through, shook it up a bit, and then squeezed the like water out. And then Tessa goes, "Why didn't you use the salad spinner?" I was like, "Right, the salad spinner that we definitely have."
We have it.
It was so
That's
dusty.
It's so
We've never
the
used
one buried under all the
it.
other
Yeah, it's
crockery.
under the rice cooker. I do see it every
Oh.
day.
yes, you
Oh,
touch your
interesting.
rice cooker every
I just
day.
I forgot that we had one. But
It's just
anyway,
an extra step. We don't need the salad spinner. Just give
You
me my
don't need the
salad. It's
salad.
we don't need we don't need the salad.
fine.
We don't need the extra bowls to wash.
That's the thing. It becomes a process. So you don't want that.
Oh god.
But yeah, yeah, I agree with Tessa though. The vibes I think were they felt more this time around because I don't remember 4 years ago other than a bunch of people being pissed. That is the only thing in my memory, and I don't remember.
Yeah. Because people were angry because that's still at the fact that Qatar was
Oh,
awarded
That
it.
it was in Qatar.
It was in Qatar, and then
That's-
they had to like come in October and November.
It was
Um,
November, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, to go, and it wasn't, and also human rights
Yeah.
issues. Well, I mean, so does the
Yeah.
U.S. have human
Yeah,
rights
well.
issues too. But
Well, sure.
but yeah, I feel like it wasn't the same energy.
No,
People
this one.
weren't, yeah, people were really skittish or afraid to do anything, I feel like, in Qatar.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I don't remember much. This one, I mean, yes, it was like only a week ago, but it does feel like a more positive memory is already built, like forming around it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now I think that's a perfect segue into talking in my next segment. I'm going to talk about the winners and the losers of the FIFA World Cup. Not the literal winner. Yes, the literal winners.
Why not?
Yeah. And also the losers. But we need to talk about, like, winning vibes of the World Cup.
My
And
heart,
we
Capo Verde.
mentioned some of those, but I know I want to like talk about like my particular favorite one, and where I have said like they're like the true winners of the World Cup is Capo Verde,
My
because
heart.
their Cinderella story, it was just like so moving. I was rooting for them throughout the entire tournament, of like their time of the tournament. I was like, what, I just really want you guys to win. You guys are amazing. And it was just like this little island managed to have their place and their time in the World Cup. It was just like a very amazing feeling to have, or
Great
to be a part of.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed, to be honest.
Yeah.
I never heard of Cabo Verde. I was like, where is, I had to look up where it was. And it's actually like on
Isn't
the
it very
equator line,
yeah.
off an island off the west coast of Africa. And I was like, oh, I want to visit now. It actually looks
Yeah.
cool.
To be fair, I kind of the same. Like I knew it was a country that existed, but I didn't know it was an island. I thought it was like on the coast somewhere. I didn't know it was an island.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Yeah.
little islands there, but that's
And
the
you know
true
what?
Cinderella story. Yeah.
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 No, that was amazing.
And I guess it made the case for the 48 teams because a lot of people were
Yeah.
thinking, well, this is uploaded. We don't need all these teams, but they
Like
kind of
so
like
many,
really,
so many played well.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was so
Especially the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who no one knew about at all.
Yeah.
Like no
love.
one. He was not on anyone's radar whatsoever.
Now he's on
No,
everyone's radar.
that man had a force field.
He did. I think
Someone
like
photoshopped him like what they call this, like the Iron Spider from Spider-Man,
Oh,
like
with
with
the
all the
mechanical arms. Yeah.
mechanical arms, which was a visual. Like that's great. God. And I heard so many things afterwards, like, oh, like, he's 40, and I'm like, what?
yeah.
And then like, oh, he was playing all these matches almost blind because they hadn't treated like
That's
something wrong
right.
with his eye. And I'm
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You were here playing, making all those amazing saves, blind, almost
Blind.
blind.
Oh my
But
god.
like, lots of drama. The what do you call this? God, the tension, the drama, the story.
Yeah.
They brought the tension and drama, yeah, for
Yeah, they
sure.
did. Because they were almost like scared Argentina. They almost
Oh yeah.
did.
They did scare Argentina.
Yeah,
They
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 did.
did
scared
scare
They
Argentina.
did.
Yeah,
They
they
Argentina.
did. They were
absolutely
like, wait,
scared
we're
them.
close to losing this. What's going on? Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, that wasn't in the script.
The script. But
Not the script.
what was that? We saw like a post where they basically dramatized, like, what was that? Messi in the office of the
Oh
FIFA
yeah.
or association. Like, what was that? What the hell was that?
What you gonna do?
What was that? Fire! Like, we almost lost. God.
That is funny.
All these skits, like
The
popping up.
memes. Oh
I
yes.
love it. God.
And the next one, a winner, I would say, is Telemundo.
Absolutely. The People's
Yay!
Channel.
The
Woo!
People's Channel, the only channel for FIFA, and it should
That's
be.
right. That's
This
right.
is
They didn't
probably
cut
the first.
away during hydration
Yeah,
breaks.
and their commentators, the passion that they had
Oh
for
yeah.
the game, it was just amazing. I was like, I do not understand a word you are saying.
Let me tell you something though. What they were saying a lot of times was like a commercial for
Yeah.
El Señor de los Cielos, which is
Yeah.
a telenovela, and no
Y
one
el
knew.
El
turco.
Turco.
El
Tonight.
Turco.
Season finale tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I
He
think
would
I
be
heard that.
so people would
Yeah.
think that like it would be like some like part drama that he's talking about. He's like segueing, and by the way, tonight we have El Señor de los
Or
Cielos.
like
I-
the talent the like talent show thing that they have, like the
Oh yeah,
the America's Idol thing.
yeah,
What
exactly.
is it called?
Yeah.
Finding the Next
Oh,
Star or some shit like that.
something ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
that's
so
all
that.
what that was.
I was like, oh god.
I would recognize it because I know because I had seen the commercials for the
Yeah,
telenovela,
they
and then I would hear them say El Señor de los Cielos, like, and I'm like, oh, it's tonight, it's tonight.
It's tonight. It's tonight.
it's the night.
Oh man.
I'm like, why is he mentioning this while there's something going
He's
on?
contractually obligated.
Well, I mean, what else is he supposed to do?
I
Tell you how
swear-
well they're drinking their Powerade? Like,
They did mention it. They did mention like the hydration break brought to you by Coca-Cola.
exactly.
Yeah, they did. I did see that because then they will like make the image smaller and then they put
Yep.
an ad around.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Which, look, that's better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was much better because I'm like I'm still watching the game
hmm
and it's like breaking away to like a stupid commercial and it's also great that they Telemundo like received their the highest viewership
Oh
like
yeah.
for since the last World Cup, and I think it's leading them to getting more rights because I think I think it's the Euro Cup or because I think it's the Euro Cup, the English rights, or the UEFA Championship.
Oh,
Mm.
the UEFA Champions
Yeah,
League?
UEFA Championship. They air the English rights on Paramount Plus, but Telemundo got the Spanish rights. And I think it's
Oh.
because due to the fact of the popularity of this World Cup, that more people were watching
On
Telemundo compared to Fox.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
as they should.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Regardless of hydration breaks or commercial breaks, I still only watch soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, in Spanish. I refuse to watch it in English
Yeah, yeah.
because every time I watch it in English, whatever like announcers they have, whatever commentators they have no passion,
Mm.
or there's like a 5-minute dead silence where they're not talking about anything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why am I watching this? I'd rather have some guy telling me about like, what's gonna happen later in programming while yelling about it.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing, I don't know if Fox does this because I never watched it, but what they do on Telemundo is that they have a player from the past who also is like on the commentator desk with them, so it brings some of
did,
that.
right?
I don't know if they do that for the US ones. I mean the
Okay.
Fox ones.
I mean, are we talking about the MLS games or the World
Well,
Cup?
for World
No,
Cup.
for the World Cup.
I mean, I think they tried to do that with
What's his
Alexi.
name?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I guess aside from him, like it would be a person from that country, like if
Oh,
Paraguay is
you would
playing
think, but no, they didn't. I don't think they did. They just got
No.
anyone who probably was aligned with their views and hey, like, and this is the amount of money we're paying.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
But
yeah,
that would make sense if they, and that I think that's what also angered me about Fox, that they didn't really have someone who was from either if they were if it was like a Spain match or France match, they didn't have anyone who used to be from a team to come in and talk on the about like how their experience on the team or the tactics that the current team might have. It was just very annoying on that, but can talk about the losers of
Afterwards.
afterwards.
oh yeah.
But the next one, which I feel like is one of my favorite matches throughout the entire tournament, was like the best one, which is the third place match, which a lot of people, because even when I was talking to the facilities guy at work, when he was like joyfully saying like, "Oh, France is out of the World Cup or England's out of the World Cup." I'm like, they have the third place match. They have that. He's like, no one's gonna watch that. Well, people should have watched that because that was by far like the most like the most amazing match that I've seen throughout the entire tournament.
No, truly, like they scored so many goals.
I
Like,
But
know.
it was like a Harlem Globetrotters kind of game, like it doesn't mean anything ultimately,
So we're just
like
gonna fuck around.
But I was thinking, yeah,
exactly.
because people are saying that like it didn't mean anything, but I think it did mean something, especially to England, because this is the highest they have reached in
since
years.
1966.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually either they reach the quarterfinals or the semifinals, but to reach third place, that was a big deal for them. So I feel like people saying like, "Oh, it's a nothing." Like, no, it means something to them.
It is a big deal, but the pressure's off completely, which
That's
is
true.
why France in
Yeah.
the first half decided not to play, and then they switched. So England in the second half decided not to play.
Play.
So it was kind of like a very wacky game in
Yeah.
that sense.
Wasn't there like a joke that like they were just trying to make sure that Messi didn't get the
The
golden
golden
boot
boot, yeah.
by by scoring as many.
That's the recurring joke. They were like,
Yes,
they had a backroom chat. It's like, okay,
yeah. Harry Kane and
England was like, we'll lay
Mbappe had
off a
the
little bit, and you could
opportunity to do
score
the
some
funniest.
Yeah,
goals.
yeah, Mbappe doing his thing.
You can. But I feel like what another reason why I really liked about it is like at the end they were just they congratulated both of them, like each team congratulated each other, like they were hugging, they were like shaking hands. It was like really a great symbol of sportsmanship, especially when both teams like they huddled together. I don't know what they were saying to one another, but they huddled together. I think they were praying because I think most of them were Muslims.
Mm.
So I
Oh,
think they were
Oh,
praying. I think they were praying. Don't
don't quote you on that one.
yeah, quote me on that. But yeah, but either or, they were like, like they were comforting, they were like, congratulating one another. It was just like good sportsmanship. And especially to see what happened, and we're gonna talk about later, like the very next day, it was just like really refreshing to see that you have group of men, they're not trying to kill each other. One team, yeah, got fourth place, but you know what? It is what it is, and they congratulated the other team and they respected them.
But again, the stakes were gone.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
Yeah.
get angry at each other if you're third or fourth place at that point. So I think
And we'll
you can't compare it to the final, I believe.
oh
I
man.
I feel like I can. I'm sorry. I feel like I
I feel
can
like we should.
because it's
Because
like
They're both
you
out basically. They both lost.
but they really did it
No, they
because
lost out of the final.
they lost out of
They
the
didn't make
final,
it
but
to the
they didn't make it to the final, but
yeah,
they didn't lose. It's not like, Norway or Capo Verde. They went home. You're done. Like you're out. They were still have a place. They still had a ranking. They had a high ranking. It
yeah,
may
but
not be
like
number one, but you still had a high ranking. And maybe I'm speaking
but
because I'm not
even
involved or in the game and stuff. But to me, I just feel like it's still something to them.
it definitely is. But I think because the pressure's off, like you said, the players just came together at the end. It didn't feel that tournament heavy pressure. So I think that's why they were more easier about it. And you're not going to get a sore loser in the third and fourth place match.
I I feel like this is probably the first place match where I saw them congratulating one another because
Oh
I feel like
no, no, they do.
oh they do
Oh
okay see I
yes.
just don't
Oh
remember the
yes.
other one.
They totally do. By that, they usually don't score this much though. I will say
Yeah,
that.
that
So
was the
yeah,
thing.
that's
that
I
brought
fair.
believe
the
the score
entertainment
card.
factor. That brought the entertainment factor,
I
but
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so
like
like
when
I was
Jude
so
just
shook.
scored that one, I was like, "Yay,
What
Jude!"
did what was it like? What did what did Max say about the like the France's performance like towards that point? Like it's like they couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Yeah,
Like
something like
I
that.
think it was the one before the France and England match. I forgot. But like the attitude of they couldn't believe what was happening around them, as though
Yeah.
they had no control over the
Yeah.
circumstances that they
Yeah.
were
I think
in.
it was the match that got them eliminated into the
Into
third
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 place.
place.
Oh, this was
Oh, Spain, France
Spain and
then.
Spain,
France.
France.
Spain,
Yeah.
France. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our friend Max was saying that like it was France was playing like they couldn't believe what was happening, and it's like dumbasses.
And the
Wow.
joke running around then was like, the France is playing like they're on vacation, which they technically usually are around this time. I
Oh
believe.
wait, yes, because it was Bastille Day.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
they're like, we're not working.
they're
It's
honoring
Bastille
Bastille
Day.
Day by not working. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like what's called the French what's called don't work on Bastille Day
I
Don't
was
don't
the
do
other
it. Yeah.
joke that was running around.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I forgot it happened on that day too.
Yeah, it happened on that day.
Oh my
I
God.
almost thought it would have been funny if France came back in the third place match.
It would have been funny, and I would have
Honestly,
been so
that would have
angry.
been
I'd be like, "Are you guys fucking kidding me? You
I
had a
was
4-zip lead."
England was collapsing. They
Yeah,
were
they were.
Look,
collapsing in
I
the
didn't
second
watch
half.
that match, but all I know is I saw that 4-0 lead. I was like, "Ooh, that's rough." And then the next time I checked my phone, it was 4-2. And then I was just like,
And
"What the
then
fuck?"
another one, 4-3. We're like, "What's
4-3.
happening?"
I was like, this
Like,
time
"What happened?"
England
What?
stopped
It's
playing.
like I looked away for a few minutes. What happened?
Every time Chris looks away, something happens that he can't.
Okay, look, wait, hang on.
Yes.
We are not putting me in the fucking losers column.
I was gonna say,
Gonna
why
take-
isn't he in the curse list right there that you
Oh yeah, we should put you in the curse list because you
Damn it.
had one job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently it was take a nap or take a walk.
Yeah. Oh man.
Take a nap or take a walk, like and whenever you do, what the team that someone else supports will win.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
So funny. It was the most hysterical thing. I was looking at him like, are we taking a walk?
It's like no, what was it? When it was pouring outside and Tabri's just like, Chris, go take a walk. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like,
Take one
there's
for
a
the
storm
team.
out there.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
For the team, which team?
Yeah, exactly.
Which team, Tabrisha?
Yeah, exactly right. Like,
It's me.
Take one
Oh
for
my
England.
God.
Take one for England.
It's just like England. It's not coming home, England.
Coming home. Oh,
God, that was so funny though.
oh my God.
I remember that. I remember that. God.
It's like this can't keep happening. Yes, it is.
Jeez.
Oh no, we lost Evelyn.
We lost Evelyn. I think you might have to.
Oh,
Oh,
it-
there she is.
Here
There
we
she
are. Oh, you might have to keep.
Am I back?
You are back.
Kind
But
of.
there's like a little.
There's a bit of a lag.
Oh goodness.
You might have to keep your camera off.
That's terrible.
Okay. Okay.
We'll fix it in post.
Yes. So the next one I want to say is Mamdani and New York City, because I feel if we didn't have a mayor who actually liked football, soccer, I feel like the good vibes that we were talking about in the beginning of the episode would not have we would not have felt that, because I feel like Mandani did so much to bring like a lot of like football, like either like pickup games in the streets or at late night pickup games, and like the stuff with the jersey, which I didn't
Oh,
get, and having the lottery for to attend matches, giving away tickets. I feel like having someone who went out of his way to do that really helped, and also brought. And I feel like there were a lot of cities that were scared that were not going to get enough tourism to come due to these matches. But I feel like it really helped New York City in that sense because of all the work that Mamdani did with the promotion, like the New York City Tourism Board did with like the passports, like to go around New York City and having watch parties, like a different variety of places. I feel like him doing a lot of that really helped.
Yeah, I mean, I think what also kind of helped the vibes, especially in New York, was this all was also coming off of the win from the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I
true.
think that also helped. Plus, like, the Knicks having those same like watch parties, having this intense crowd out and about in the streets. I think that also did lead to like, hey, here's how we can improve like some of these watch parties that are happening now because we just went through this a couple of weeks ago. And so I think you're right. I think Mamdani's like enthusiasm for, not only like the people of New York, but also kind of attracting tourism in the way that he does has also helped. Because I mean, like, look, man, you have watch parties in Bryant Park, that's gonna draw a lot of people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important because you may not necessarily be like charging people for being out there or stuff like that, but like, hey man, when you're outside, you're gonna get hungry after watching after watching the 2 hour match. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna start going to the restaurants. You're gonna start going to the delis. You're gonna start going wherever there's food,
Yeah.
and so that actually does help commerce. It helps tourism because it's like, no, we are accepting people to come out here. It doesn't matter if you
Take
can't get to the game, you can at least go to a bar.
right.
However, I will say, and this is not necessarily like, critique on Mamdani because I don't think he could have done anything. This is a critique on the MTA and
Yeah.
also New Jersey Transit.
Oh my god.
They were absolute shit throughout this entire thing.
I'm putting them in the losers.
Yes.
We're putting them in the loser list of this side of
On the side of the World Cup.
where there's a winner, there is a loser, and where the winner is Mamdani and New York
The
City,
loser
the loser
is
MTA.
MTA.
Transit.
Yo, New Jersey Transit, look, I hope they got better as the games went on.
Because we were on which game?
It was Brazil
the
versus
Brazil
I
match.
forgot who, but yeah, we were going to Jersey during one of the Brazil matches,
Yeah.
and the
Nobody-
Brazilian fans didn't know where they were going.
Nope.
They
Didn't know which bus they were taking.
They didn't know which bus they were taking.
Didn't know how to read like the
Mhm.
the bus schedule.
Or if they did, or they were taking like alternate routes instead of like the buses that were assigned to them to take them directly to MetLife.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, this was a mess. There's traffic jams everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I was late. I was late to my family's barbecue, and I would like to call out.
I would like a refund.
I would like a refund of my ticket. The bus that I was meant to take about half an hour before.
Terrible.
Terrible. But God, but I look it. I will admit, like my mom looked at me like, "Why the hell are you late?" And I was just like, "Listen, we had to fight the Brazil fans, for a place on the bus. Like, don't look at me. I didn't do it. I was on time for the bus that I wanted to take."
Oh my god.
And I think they price gouged, right?
I don't think they price gouged us because
I think this is what I was explaining to my mom. I feel like the reason why the New Jersey Transit ticket was so high is because, and this is why it's the accusations towards FIFA is always mounting. I feel that FIFA told all the cities who were going to have these stadiums, like, hey, listen, the transportation is all on you. We're not like giving you like money to do any of that stuff. You guys have to figure it out on your own. And I think at the time, the governor at the time couldn't like say, well, no, we're not going to agree to this, because if you didn't agree to it, then FIFA says, well, we're not going to have the games at their stadium. I feel like that's where the trajectory went through. I don't think it was the fault of any of the governors, yeah, or the MTA or New Jersey Transit. But that being said, that doesn't mean that I think it was right that a ticket to MetLife, which usually costs like I really don't know how much a ticket to MetLife is because again, I will reiterate my statement. I hate MetLife.
Yeah.
But it should not have been $98 or
Guys,
originally, yeah, like $115, which was originally supposed to be.
what the
Yeah, it
hell?
was like supposed to be like 100 and something, and then I think the current governor of New Jersey, they
Mhm.
managed to drop it down to like
That
$98.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
No, I didn't even I wasn't even aware of the ticketing like thing. I was just bothered by like the volume of people.
Right. And I think that's why when you have these kind of big event, like these big tournaments, you choose a city where there is a lot of public transport that can get you to and from the stadium. Because it's like in Europe, where they have all these like massive football stadiums, there
Mm-hmm.
is public transit and public transit options that can get you to and from your destination. I feel like that's not the case in the US because a lot of these stadiums are, again, with MetLife, they're in the middle of nowhere. And the only way to get there is by a train. I feel like they could have maybe found, like, have shuttle buses running from the American Dream Mall to lessen, like, the congestion just from New York Penn Station
Yeah.
instead of just traveling from there. But if they do choose to have the World Cup here again, in many years to come, maybe that is something that they can consider, but who knows?
Who knows, indeed. What else are we
I think one of our favorite ones, the Holland and
Ah,
oh
Bellingham.
my god. The Norway team in general got like so much support, honestly.
Yes,
Just by being like, just kind of by being themselves. Like I thought it was really funny when I saw pictures of them like getting used to the sun, like literally sunbathing to get used to the
to the heat.
heat. And then after that, like it was all like uphill from there, like the the Viking chant, etc. All of the what do you call it? All of the Viking memes and not and Holland specifically.
yes, Holland. I'm so glad the world can share our love for Holland. Speaking as a Manchester City fan.
It's so good. Like, my God, the Holland song will not leave my brain. It's just there now.
He's so adorable. He's just so like adorable, especially when he came returned and he came back with that taxidermy raccoon.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
God, the
Oh
oh,
taxidermy
yes.
raccoon. That's so funny.
like that's great and
He
lovely.
and he matches his hair tie to each uniform. My God, it's funny.
And then with his close relationship, like
His
friendship with
his
G,
No,
bromance,
no,
his
relationship is
bromance.
fine.
his his close, intense bromance with Jude Bellingham.
It
Like,
was just they were just so adorable with one another. Even when I feel like it was either Norway or England had a free kick and they were playing with one another. Well, Jude was
God,
like tapping
Oh,
him.
I remember seeing the
Yeah.
clips, yeah.
oh
yeah,
God.
I remember that.
Everyone keeps talking about their long-awaited reunion.
And
It's
then
so funny how people dug up all these ancient clips from the Borussia Dortmund days. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
all of
Yeah,
it.
they grew up together. They're like friends from back then.
They're
oh,
so
they
cute.
they grew up together. Oh, that's so
Yeah, they as in their late teens, early 20s. Like, but because Borussia Dortmund is this club in Germany that's known for bringing up young talent, and then they
Mhm.
sell them off to all the bigger teams.
Okay, phrase
But
that a little bit better.
that's So that's what happened with them. But yeah, they're during their time together. I think it's just yeah, it's really cute.
Their time together.
Yeah.
Look, like I think because we're also so fresh off of the what do you guys the tide, I guess, of heated rivalry. Like everyone wants to make
Oh.
this like the new the new sports romance that they're like watching on screen, you know? And honestly, like I'm here for it. uh, I was like, is it Hollingham or Bellingland? I don't know what to
I don't
say.
know. I
Don't
Yeah,
know because I remember this being brought up in chat, and I'm like, what is the ship name?
I even saw that in the regular Reddit soccer, the soccer subreddit, which is like 98% men. And even they were saying like, what was the ship name? And
What
it's
is the ship name? And
hilarious.
they're asking what is the ship name.
Yes.
They should.
Oh god.
That is funny though.
Refer to it properly. And allegedly like the tag has like increased like in the tag in AO3 has apparently like increased by the hundreds like in like whatever fan fiction is being written about, which is crazy. It's hilarious. I can't deal with it. They have their own fan lore page.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
amazing.
that's awesome.
That's
And you have like
hilarious.
artists like
The
creating
artists
like
have been so fun.
stickers and like artwork. It's their friendship will live on, hopefully.
I guess it's just a shame they don't play in the same league,
I
so they
know.
Yeah.
don't see each other week in, week out. But come Champions League time, for sure.
Yeah.
If they ever play on the same team again, the world will not the world is not ready. The world is not ready.
Oh, just
It's because the way that like I've seen it framed in like the BL like the BLification of it, you know, was like whenever Bellingham is like being like bullied on the field or being like like
Messed with.
messed with, Haaland just shows up like a truck. Like he just shows up and like gets in between, and they know no, but everyone knows nobody can move Haaland, so he's there to protect him. And I'm just like, this is unnecessary.
I was actually curious, like what would be their dynamic? I didn't know that was what they were painting them
It's
as.
so fun.
That's
No, no,
hilarious.
I cannot feasibly talk about this on air because like there's so much that I could discuss about this.
Off air,
That's not good.
off air, off
However,
air.
the dynamic does seem to be that Holland is like extremely protective of Bellingham, and that's as far as I will take this
as
discussion.
far as you go.
Got it.
we're, we're not going into the deep dark underworld
Wow.
of the ship.
Um,
It is funny that they're on Kawaii merch. You said Bellingham is also on Kawaii merch.
yes, yeah, I think I've seen a kawaii merch. So,
Oh my god.
um, and also we did talk like about the Norwegian fans with the Viking chant, but I also want to like give a shout out to the Tartan Army because
Oh
they were
yes.
a lot of fun. And even when you have like like the Boston mayor like
Yeah.
give like a declaration to you like wearing like your Scottish soccer jersey, like come on, that means like you made an impact. They were great. They like almost like drank them out of beer for
Yes.
Yes. They drank them out of beer. No, the thing I like to hear about the tartan party is that they put what's it called? Traffic cones on every statue.
yeah, that was
No
a lot of
statue
fun.
was safe, and I was like I was entertained.
I was afraid when they were in Miami that they would have said something when they started doing that, but I think they didn't do anything to them. So I was glad for that. But
Someone gave them a primer.
yeah,
I
but
want to
yeah,
assume someone gave them a
I
primer.
enjoyed that. And even like one guy, he if he was part of the Tartan Army, he like went into a pizzeria and had like one of like the best, what Boston is considered as like the best pizza in Boston. And he was just like so fast, like, oh my God, it just like you could fold it up and like do this. It was so amazing.
Oh my god.
Um, and
And
also, oh, sorry, go ahead.
then I was gonna talk about Mexico and South Korea,
Yes.
which this was so early, and that's why I was hooked immediately, like for like the rest of the World Cup, because like I think they were in Group A together, like
Mhm.
Yes.
Mexico and South Korea. So like they were some of the early matches I saw, and the immediate like dynamic that I saw between like both teams was just amazing and hysterical. Like South Koreans out here discovering tequila and all the food, and then Mexicans like welcome being incredibly welcoming to them,
Mhm.
and then like the heartbreak when they had to like face each other.
Like, oh, we don't want to face
The
each
drama.
other. Yeah, but I did like the unique friendship. It was like like kind of countries that were not really close to one another, but like opposite sides of the world, and they still managed to have like a close relationship. That was
It was
really cool
so
to see.
cute. I
And
love.
yes, we need to talk about the actual winner of the World Cup, which is Spain.
What? No, we do. Like it is. I'm. Look, I on there was a lot of memes going around in my community that like, are we cheering for our colonizers? Because like
Ah,
Spain did colonize, like like have occupy the Philippines for like 300 years. So we were just like, are we cheering for them or are we cheering for Argentina? And we were just like, no, we're cheering for Spain. We are temporarily cheering for Spain during this very important time, and then we will make we will reconnect via Jollibee.
I think a lot of South American fans are the same too. Like, yeah, we're going for the colonizer.
Oh god.
Hey, I was like that too. I was like, okay, time, this one unique time, I'm rooting for Spain.
Shout out to mini FC Barcelona.
Yo, legit
Uh,
Yeah.
though.
they have six players from a club called Barcelona, and
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah, I'm aware.
they do gel together. It was a very complete team, I have to say. And the
Yeah.
midfield doesn't get the credit that they do, but that's why they made it to the final and were able to hold everyone off. And I just think they're a
That's
great team.
beautiful.
Yeah, no. That's why I'm always saying like, damn you, Spain.
I
they're
it
they're
was
as
it was no
mean as
question.
hmm?
There was no question.
Yeah, there was no question. I feel like even if England managed to reach the final, I would have been like, Spain.
Spain is going to
Yeah.
take it. And
Because gonna take it.
speaking of Yowie, I don't know if you guys have seen all the celebrations of the Spanish team, but that's apparently all over my feed now.
Oh my god.
Um,
Wow.
I haven't
No,
seen. I have not seen.
that one
they
is not
they
across my
they
feed.
they're very handsy, very huggy, and very kissy with each other. So it's yeah, that's a
Yeah.
I
thing that's
see.
going around.
Lot of
Nice.
fodder apparently
Yes.
for the fans. That's funny. That's good though.
All
Uh,
right.
Wait, before we move on to the losers, I do want
Yeah.
to, shout out Ochoa just because the great
Yay!
goalie.
Yay! His
And look,
last go
yeah,
round.
Oh,
uh,
this is his last.
it was his last one. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there were
Oh.
so many like retiring players this time around, but
Yeah, there were.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, Luka Modric. Oh my God. I love
Mm,
him.
mm.
but yeah, like watching Ochoa's last game, and I was telling Tessa, I was like, I may not follow football closely at all, but I do remember hearing that name for so long. That I'm just like,
Yes.
man, just thinking about not hearing Ochoa's name next time around is very
It's
sad.
that is sad. It's an
Yeah.
end of an era.
Indeed. But now we can move on to the losers.
We can go on to the losers, and I will say the first biggest loser is Infantino and I'm like FIFA. I'm like,
Boo, boo.
Who this man?
Yes.
I kept calling him Lex Luthor, but I feel like I'm giving him too much credit calling him.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he is bald and he is power hungry. However, he's not that smart.
He's not. He's not. Like, it really isn't. To think that we would believe you saying that, oh, an independent body like came to this decision. I'm like, but how did this independent body come to the it- like we're aware of this? Did they just why didn't they just choose this situation to make a decision of the many decisions? Like, come on, we're not dense.
Truly.
Oh God.
I just feel like I know it's unlikely, but I really hope because I think they're going to vote for have another vote for who's going to be the next FIFA president for the next I don't know how many years.
4
I
more
hope
years? No.
I know. I
Joking.
hope he like doesn't win it, but it's most likely he will because he I think he has like the African countries in
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, because I feel because and I feel like because I was just watching a documentary it was on Netflix. It's called FIFA Uncovered. And it, it focuses more on like the fall of Sepp Blatter, but I feel like it was the same what Sepp Blatter did that they made a lot of promises to African countries like and which like European football and the like South American, like the North America football associations, they don't do a lot. And I feel like that's how they get a lot of like the African countries on their side because like, oh, if you give us these votes, we promise to do this, this, and that. And I feel like that's what he is um aiming aiming to do for this time around. I mean, I'm hoping with that Egypt goes through with their complaint over that match with Egypt and Argentina, and maybe that hope will like push forward that. But you know what? Who knows? I really hope that he just needs to go away. He needs to step down. He's a
Yeah.
horrible leader and really highlights the greed of what we already know is with FIFA. So
I get you.
but then next up, I say, well, we briefly talked about MTA and New Jersey Transit. We don't have to talk about that
Yeah,
again.
we can let them alone for a second.
Yeah,
I'm
they'll be.
sorry.
Although, no, I was gonna say we could leave them alone for a second. Although I would like to say the flooding this time around has been insane.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So they are still losers even after the World Cup.
Yeah. Oh, well, so they'll always be losers.
Um,
uh, next up, I would say like the U.S. soccer team and also the association because
What?
yeah,
um,
okay, I knew that you were gonna have something to say about this, Evelyn. The reason why I say this, not the team, I will say with this particular team, they did show promise compared to the other um US soccer teams that have come to the World Cup. They showed promise. I feel like but what happened with the red card
Oh,
really
yeah.
Oh, but that
oh
was out
my
of their
God.
hands.
is it no,
Oh,
see, I don't believe there's partly for me, yes, the players, it was out of their hands.
Yes.
However, I do feel that they could have probably said, hey, wait a minute, maybe we should rethink this. Because I do have sympathy for them because Belogan he went on he did an interview on the CBS and he said that it did rattle them
Yeah.
that him coming back like saying that they were allowed to play and then everyone was just like suddenly against them, it did rattle them, and it did probably hinder their performance. And I do
It
agree with that.
100% hindered their performance. You could see from from minute one, not even before it even started, you could see like the entire team was like something was off.
Yes. The reason why I say the US soccer team, and I'm not saying like the players specifically, I'm saying like the coach
The coach
and
accepted that the red card.
and no, he didn't. I don't think he did. He says that he did accept it, but I honestly I don't think he did, because if he did accept the red card, he wouldn't have played below good. He wouldn't put him in the first nine. He would have been like, no, we're not going to play you in the first startup. I think
And
he
I
would have.
think
Here's the thing. He already was making a game plan without Balogun
And
until it was.
He should have stick to that plan. I
yeah,
feel
I think
like
that would have
The
made it
problem is he's damned if he does, damned if he
damned if he
doesn't.
doesn't.
There is no way to win that. Absolutely no way for him to win that. Because if he
I
says, "Oh, I'm going to take the moral high road," what, you're not going to play your best player? You're an idiot.
No, and you know that is fair. It is unfortunately damned if you do, damned if you don't, because yes, the moral high ground would have been not to use him and to honor the red card, even if it
And no
was
coach on earth would
would
ever
ever
do that.
bench their best
You
player.
are not a coach if you
Yeah.
decide to do that. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. And it's unfortunate that it came down to that.
I honestly think he shouldn't have played him. I think he should have, and I think, and it just really because it also leads to more questions. It's like, okay, you had, and I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to say Oompa Loompa.
Dude,
Oompa
Yes,
Loompa.
the Orange Man.
The
who
orange.
ruins everything.
He did, and I wholeheartedly agree. I do not believe for a second that he was, because he has admitted to saying, I don't watch soccer, I don't understand it. Someone brought it to his attention, and I honestly believe it was someone from the US Soccer Association. They're like saying like, oh, hey, can you do something, since you're like, close to this guy, like Infantino.
They didn't need anyone to say it, because Infantino is so far up his ass.
Yeah.
He already knows that that's what Trump would want. No one
Yeah.
from the US team had to go at all.
I think I have a feeling. I have a feeling that someone did. I don't know if it was a coach. I don't know. I feel like it was someone from the US. That's why I said the association, because I feel like someone from there said something, and that got the wheels turning. And and I think it just put, and it was really disheartening to see, for someone who is not rooting for the US soccer team, the US men's soccer team, I should say. And I've said this to Evelyn, I feel like this team was a lot different. It had potential to reach higher. And it was a shame that this entire situation, that they're marred by the players itself were marred by the situation, like you said, Evelyn, that it was not something that they could control, because they had people in the back end who could not just let it be. Because yeah, Belogan was their best player, but I feel like they had the potential to try to win this game without him. And I feel like it just didn't give the sense that they didn't believe in them, to give them the opportunity to show that. They might have still lost if Belogan didn't play, but we'll never know, because there were people on the back end who were trying to be like, the puppet master, and trying to change change the trajectory of the game, instead of just letting them show their true potential, and not like giving more energy to Belgium, because that was probably by far the best game that Belgium played in like the past few matches, because they were
Yeah,
like, they were like really angry, like, oh my God, you guys let this happen. And they really showed their strength.
yeah. I
Because
think
then the next,
even the goalkeeper admitted that it incentivized them.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you could see it.
yeah. So that's why I say that, like, the team and the association, even though I do feel like the team are there are blameless, and it was just, Infantino, the Impa Loompa, and I feel someone in the association just did something to alert and to get the wheels of this, like, started, of moving.
Yeah,
Which
I
look,
think
once more.
it's
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say that I think it's just sad that how it tainted the whole run, because everyone was cheering for them before that. They were playing really well, but this whole thing had to happen, and suddenly that's the headline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was just gonna say was like once more, it does point to FIFA's corruption.
Yeah.
Yep,
And that's the unfortunate bit. This I feel like was one of the most corrupt moments, though.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly, like one of the lowest points in
Yeah, it was.
the
'Cause like,
entire thing.
yeah, because like I said, like, they had potential. They had a chance to maybe not win it, but to maybe reach like the quarter, like, well, they
Yeah, no, the next team would have been Spain. They wouldn't have won that.
Yeah.
oh, no, they wouldn't have won that. No. But they might have reached. They
Yeah,
might have been able to say, "Hey,
yeah,
we played Spain. We didn't last
exactly.
long, but we played Spain."
I think the other important thing is like even regardless of like winning or losing against Spain, losing, um, like this whole thing just kind of just to reiterate, does put a black mark on a team that, for the most part, as the memes were saying, Americans didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of memes circulating about like, oh, I didn't even know the U.S. had a team.
I thought they were hosted just to be nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, this just puts that like black mark on that,
Yeah.
on the fact that we were powering through the stages as a team, and
It,
then we're like, not maybe not that well, but point is, doing a lot better than people expected.
No,
Exactly.
truly.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've said that, like, compared to, like, the Qatar World Cup, and I don't even think they qualified for Russia World Cup.
Wow.
So to have like this, like, the most successful run they've had in years, like Chris said, to be tainted, it hurts.
yeah.
And this is, for someone speaking who doesn't follow U.S. Men's soccer team. It hurts.
Yeah, it does. And like, it's just, I'm sorry, it's just the vibes turned rancid in that moment. Like
Mhm.
once the red card was what do you call it, was can I
suspended
It was
suspended.
suspended.
penalty.
Yeah, suspended
Suspended.
penalty. It
Yeah.
wasn't like canceled. It was still
Yeah.
there, and
It's
because he still had to pay a fine.
he has to
But then
still
what's the point of the
not
red card,
he
right?
has to
Like
still not play a game in the future. So it's kind of like deferred, which is
it's so
BS also.
stupid because like why? Yeah. It's the vibes immediately turns rancid because like if you can make a case for something like this, it sets a bad precedent for everything else. And
Exactly.
it also
It
makes
it actually came up before. Ronaldo wasn't supposed to play his first Portugal game.
Yeah,
and
true.
also like I don't know, it makes the US look bad in general.
Exactly. If
It
Bad
if
does.
you
look,
were on the fence before, you hated them after.
yeah,
Yeah.
the optics were extremely bad.
And then it makes, like, and if you're gonna wonder, like, for the next World Cup, if the US qualifies, what's gonna happen then? People are gonna, look back to this and,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
talk about it and question their runs, like, oh, maybe someone, like, did something to get them to do well. It's like it's always
Yeah.
going to be a question or a black mark on them.
Always. It's again, optics are bad, even if truth or like be whether it's true or whether it's not true, optics will be bad. There's no coming back from that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to talk about this just because like it also oddly connects well to the idea that like, oh, like the teams were the teams did not do well, or like teams like, especially for the US game versus Belgium in particular, like where like this whole thing was coming down, I believe. Like there are other reasons as to why the US had to lose in that moment.
Hmm.
And I think and one of the most entertaining things that's ever happened to me discovering the World Cup is discovering the curses of the World Cup.
We could talk about that now.
Are we sure? Because like
Yeah.
okay, because you mentioned the USA Belgium game, I looked at my list and I'm like, oh, that is one of the games that was cursed, and that's why the US lost. It's basically what I was thinking.
Wait, so who was the curse there? What happened?
So there's three main ones that I am particularly aware of, and one of them was actually extremely random because it was this random guy on Instagram who was like buying jerseys to support like the teams he was supporting during like the World Cup, and every single one of the jerseys he wore, the team jerseys he wore, that team lost. It lost really hard, and the idea also of like this man having to buy a new jersey every time he has to support another team is like cracking me up. You're like, you are 0 for 8. Like there none of them were winning. The one that I tracked the best was this VTuber named Essie. And she was based, I don't know if she was streaming the game, but what she would do is like she would have her avatar wear a jersey of the team that she was supporting, and it started from the Brazil Norway match, and she supported Brazil and Brazil lost. Later that same day, she wore the Mexico jersey, where it's like friendship over with Brazil, vamos like Mexico, and Mexico lost. And then after that, she supported Portugal during the Portugal Spain match. Portugal lost, and then the following that, the USA Belgium match, the USA lost.
Hmm.
And she was trying to say by this point the pattern was very very clear, and she was like, I don't want to curse Egypt. I want Egypt to win so bad. And they lost
Oh my
against
God.
Argentina. And then following that was like, is it okay for me to still support Colombia? Colombia lost
Gosh,
to
oh my God.
See, this is worse.
Wow.
yeah. Colombia lost to, hold on, I have a note here. Switzerland. Colombia
Yeah.
lost to Switzerland. And then following that, she publicly supported Norway in the Norway versus England match. Norway lost. And
No.
her final hope was to support France because at a certain point in the past she had supported France and France won. And this time France lost against Spain. And then England lost, and she supported England, and England lost to Argentina. So that's the reason why England didn't make it to pre-shot.
I'm gonna find this person and
Wow.
See,
you're
this
gonna
is
have
way worse than me taking a walk.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
This
yeah.
yes.
is
You're
bad.
still on thin ice. But
And what's really sad, I will say, like, while it is funny, like as it goes on, there was some vitriolic responses from fans, like literally begging her not to support like their country because they didn't want to lose. And during the final of Argentina and Spain, she loudly said, "I'm not supporting everybody. I hope both teams have fun."
and
And
that
and
was not the case.
Wow.
Oh, it
And
rings
she
true.
still lost.
She still lost because she said, "I hope both teams have fun." A brawl happened.
brawl did,
Yeah.
a brawl did
Yeah, bro.
about that.
She should just be like, no comment.
No comment. Oh my god.
Yes, I had to go through the entire string because I looked for it because it the writing was on the wall, the memes were everywhere. It was so sad. And like she unfortunately did receive some very like bad comments, and I'm like,
Aw.
and in that light I do feel bad for her because she was doing nothing but having fun. But unfortunately, here that is what happened.
It's like Elmo when
It
Elmo
is like
said, "I want both teams to have fun," and like you have like the New
Oh.
York City sanitation department like threatening to like, "Don't make us take this sign down." I'm like, dude, it's Elmo.
it's
No.
Elmo.
Have you seen the memes nowadays? Whenever
No.
Elmo says anything about sports teams, there's always a comment underneath that says New York will never forget.
Elmo says he has learned.
Yeah,
I
Elmo,
You've learned. I'm like, I'm staying out of it.
yes.
it's like, no, the streets will remember.
The streets will remember.
Oh my god.
And like and following that, this is the one pattern that I saw during the World Cup that I didn't think was gonna be a curse until the very end. And in the end I was like, oh, I will use this energy for like for the right purposes. So this is what I consider the Hatsune Miku curse.
Ah, yes.
And for those of you who don't know, Hatsune Miku is like both like a Vocaloid, which is like an artificial voice synthesizer from Japan, a very very famous as like both a character and a mascot, like extremely popular little thing. Um, she so when Japan lost to Brazil, the joke was that Japan lost custody of Miku. And so Miku was transferred to Brazil. Miku is Brazilian now. And this was also during a time I think that like there had been like, oh, every country needs to have their version of Miku. So there was a Brazilian Miku version that was really really cute. And like this Miku is tan and has like the Brazilian jersey on and looks really really cool. And I'm like, oh, this is really fun. So I'm here like go Brazil, like Miku is with you, right? And then Brazil loses to Norway, and Norway takes custody of Miku, and therefore we have Haaland carrying a little Miku in his hand, like the memes go on. So Miku is now Norwegian and buff and carrying like
Oh yeah, full on
full
Viking
up.
status of
Viking.
She achieved Viking status. Miku achieved Viking status, and it was hysterical.
Oh
And then
my god.
Norway had their match with England, and England got custody of Miku. And so Miku was now British.
and had no idea what to do about beans and toast.
And I had no idea what to do about it. And then England faced off against Argentina, and Argentina got custody of Miku. And this was the moment where like, oh my god, every country that has had custody of Miku has lost, and this is how we know Argentina's gonna lose because they have custody of Miku. And it was true. Argentina lost against Spain. Spain wins the World Cup, and the world was right again.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it was a crazy time in sports.
It was a crazy time in sports, and this was peak entertainment for me. Like the memes, they were everywhere. I cried, I laughed, I screamed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hopefully Miku gets to return back to Japan.
No, Miku will be back in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So yes, this is my contribution to this conversation. World Cup curses and Hatsune Miku.
Great. I love it. That was amazing.
The trace when you trace like everything,
Yeah,
like
you need the
need-
red string.
it's like red
Yeah.
string murder board.
I'm envisioning that right now, just like watching like how it connects and everything.
Yes. I've got multiple flags in the background, red string connecting them, and a bunch of Miku stickers. That's how that's the vision.
Terrible.
Terrible. But I had an excellent time.
Um,
God.
Next up, Target Losers is Fox.
Oh god.
Ah,
Yeah, and
Losing to Telemundo.
Alexi Lawless. Yeah, I hated watching it on Fox. They were just so horrible. And um and then also, which also irked me, is like they wanted to keep talking about the US soccer team, and they were not even playing.
That's
I'm like,
stupid.
why? I want to. Why do we focus on the teams that are playing? Talk about the US soccer team when the US soccer team is playing. So
That's
that's,
so stupid.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that
very annoying.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Mhm.
look. I'm glad I didn't witness that on Fox, but also like I know Chris was watched it like for a short bit, the briefest bit, and he was like, "I don't like this," and switched to Telemundo.
Yeah, I think it's because. Oh, that was when I tried watching it on Tubi because it had like one match for free or something like that. So
Mhm.
I put it on Tubi and I was like, yeah, okay, it's on. And
It's on.
then I remembered that I could watch it on Telemundo, and I was like, hell yeah, here we go.
No.
And look, like I said before, regardless, I have a tendency to watch it in Spanish anyways because I feel like they have more passion, and hence, therefore, that's where I'll be.
Because like one time, like the commentators, like during the game, I think the game was in Seattle. They were
Oh,
talking about, they were like, oh yeah, I just went to like this cafe and they had really good coffee. Like it
Oh,
was so good. I was like, are
what? The
are you guys
Seattle's
watching the
best
game?
coffee?
what does this have to do with the match?
Exactly. It's like, what's going on? Like you are watching the match right now, right?
They're not.
This match brought to you by Seattle's Best. Find them on the corner.
Find them on the corner. Oh my god,
Terrible.
terrible. That is so sad.
And I want to save the hefty one for last because I feel like we're gonna have a lot to talk about that one. But we
Mhm.
can briefly talk about like the halftime show, which they should never do again.
God, I hope not.
Only
Yeah.
the Muppets and Shakira are welcome,
Yes, true.
and
Because
only
I
the Muppets and Shakira.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I saw Justin when they said Justin Bieber. I was like, where? I was like, that this this man right here. No, thank you.
Is this your man?
and then also they were like, and he comes out with a guitar. I'm like, um, are you like you do realize that you are playing to this like massive stadium? Just you and a guitar. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah.
He's doing something. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but it's something.
And then yeah, like Madonna basically lip syncing throughout. That's what it that's what it looked like to me. I'm not sure, but it looked like it was she was lip syncing.
I did
Oof.
I did say I will say I did laugh when BTS came out. I didn't expect that.
Hmm.
Don't know why I didn't expect that.
Yeah, we knew they were coming on.
Did we?
Yeah.
We talked about it the first time around.
I didn't. They came out and I was like, "Oh, it's BTS. Why are they here?"
I feel like the latest addition was Justin Bieber. That was the newest one. I
Oh.
mean, like Shakira, BTS, and Madonna were announced. I didn't know the New York Philharmonic would be there, which was kind of a surprise.
There's
And
Philharmonic.
yeah, the one when they were doing the rowing chant, like,
Yeah.
and the orchestra, that was the New York Philharmonic. And the kids were from a local school in Staten Island, which was nice. I mean, they got to experience, hopefully, they got to see the game for free. I would think they
I
did.
hope so.
Yeah.
I desperately hope so. I hope they got a pass.
Yeah,
Something.
They got
exactly,
something.
or something. This was like with their parents too, because I'm like, how are they going to I have to take my child there, so I have to accompany my child.
Mm-hmm.
That would
But
be wild.
apart from that, no, they should never ever do it
The
again.
halftime show was unnecessary,
It's
really.
so
But like,
unnecessary, and it ran long because they
Yeah.
did,
said it was supposed to be 20 minutes or 15 minutes,
bruh.
and it ran 27 minutes.
I acknowledge only the Muppets and Shakira, and then I bounced.
Yeah. Shakira's performance is bad. And then the kids who were dancing with her were the kids from her video.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
was very nice. Yeah. But no, no more halftime show. And no more hydration breaks because those are that is dumb.
Mm.
I think it was actually um at a soccer game at City Field, and Evelyn was there too. They actually had a hydration break, but I think they needed to do that because that was the day of the poor
Like
air
a heat
quality.
wave or something.
No, the wildfire.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was bad. Okay, like
Yeah.
that was really bad.
Even some of the players, they were like after the games, they were like, "Yeah, we probably shouldn't have played that day because we were like, the weather was bad. She was like, if we have to take hydration breaks because the air quality is bad, then we shouldn't be playing."
Yeah, yeah. I think the problem with the hydration break is that it was mandatory
Yeah,
for the World Cup. Like, okay, allow it if it's like 80 plus degrees and it's super humid, whatever. But like to say, okay, we are going to automatically stop it. Come on.
yeah,
That's not the game.
exactly. And then like the coaches and the players, they weren't even drinking water. They were like, "Okay, we're gonna huddle. Come on, tactical."
Exactly. It's NFL now, you know.
Yeah. Um.
yeah. I did read a post about that where somebody's like, "Look, if you're gonna give them a hydration break, they should not be able to talk to their coach."
Exactly.
Mm.
Oh, the funny thing about that though, like because you've mentioned like players weren't even like really drinking. Haaland was apparently the only one drinking water, and he took the water from like the opponent goalie's pitch. He
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
basically, I cracked up. It
Like, what?
was funny.
I'll be like, I'm
He
like,
jogged
okay.
over to the
Do you
goalpost.
mind? Okay, so yes, we're going to talk about a meaty subject that is Argentina.
Ah, yes, the biggest losers.
Yeah. And losers in the sense of, yes, losing the game and also just being big crybabies.
Sore losers.
Sort
Sore
of.
losers, yeah.
Ugh.
Which honestly, if you've watched any amount of soccer for the
No,
past, I don't know, you can say a very long time, decades, it's not surprising. It's really not surprising to see them lose it at that level.
Oof.
It
just
was just,
unfortunate though.
it was just
Yes.
disgusting to see. And the
Yeah,
fact that,
the fact that there was a brawl that happened, like you say,
yeah,
the way that I heard about it, they were saying the brawl happened after the match. You mentioned one happening during.
Oh no, that was for a
A
different time.
different World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was Spain versus Netherlands. This one happened as soon as the whistle
Mm-hmm.
blown,
Wow.
and Argentina, like one, I think maybe I think it was Rodri, because he was a substitute, and I think he was running onto the pitch to, you know, they just won the World Cup,
Hmm.
Yep.
to like to celebrate with his teammates, and one of
Mm-hmm.
the players just like Argentina players just like punched him as soon as he was running.
Wasn't it what's his face?
It's either for
Paredes?
Molina?
it's either Paredes or for Fernandez, I think. It's one of
Uh,
Fernandez or
I don't think it could be Fernandez because he was
he had a red card already.
red card, and
was
I
off.
applauded when he got that red card
Oh
because
yeah.
I'm like, thank God. Like
Mm-hmm.
you
He
need to go.
screwed himself so bad.
So
He's
bad.
such an idiot. It was like the stupidest yellow card you could have gotten, like the first one, because it was just he was complaining.
Hmm.
Like, what an idiot. And then you know you're on the yellow, and then you do something else. Like, hello. It was just he wasn't thinking at all.
No. But yeah, that's it. And Paredes also had like I think he was one of the ones who was
Oh,
there.
he should have had a red card by then, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, after the fact, I think they did give a red. I don't know. Are they still deciding on it? Or I
I
think he
don't
got a red
remember.
card after the whistle.
I think he got one afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that it's saying that they're under like FIFA is investigating their like what happened on like the fight and the brawl, like with everything happening with them, but and there's like people calling for them to be banned from the World Cup, which I don't I think they should be fined or punished in some way.
I
I
think
don't
a
know about
fine is good.
yeah. I I definitely think it should be fined. I don't know about banned. I think it would be really hard
That's
to
kind of
ban them.
extreme.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's coming from. Like, come on. They were just sore
There's a
losers.
there's like no, there's a petition going around.
To be fair, I think it has to do with a lot of the like calls for corruption, favoritism, and then finally
That's what
right
they're.
at the end, they're like, you know what, just ban him from the cup for the next one.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
they'll
what
learn
they're
their
leaning on.
fucking lesson.
Yeah,
Like I think that's
Yeah.
where that's coming from.
I believe it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't believe all the conspiracy theorists about Argentina. It's like if you watch them play when they came back from their games, like they took a hold of the game. But the funny thing is that they only did it when the other team was winning. They
Yeah.
had to wait for the other team. It's almost like they were powered by some kind of hatred or vengeance.
Yeah.
It's like we're only gonna play if we're at a
Once we
disadvantage.
lose.
Exactly.
That's
I-
fascinating.
I do
Yeah.
agree with you, Evelyn, saying like with the conspiracy theories, like saying that FIFA tried to rig the game in
Oh.
favor of Argentina.
It's like, come on.
I don't think so, but I say that I don't think so because I'm like FIFA's not that smart.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not that
Exactly.
smart.
That's ultimately what it comes down to. Like, who does it benefit? It doesn't really benefit anyone except Argentina,
True.
And who are they paying? They have no money.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
FIFA's
Like
not
it all
that
falls
smart.
apart. It all falls apart.
I
So,
understand like it's all a conspiracy theory as well, but there is just me on this side of like knowing very little about the whole thing, like thinking to myself, I don't want Argentina to win because there was like an alleged like time traveler tweet from like 20 from the 2010s saying that like, oh, on this day in July Argentina wins the 2026 World Cup against Spain. Ooh, and because it was from the past, I'm just really here like that's crazy. I don't want that to be true, and I prayed so hard that it wasn't gonna be true. But the idea that like an idea like that was floating around for that long, and along with the suspicions that like, oh, they're rigging the World Cup for Argentina, they're making it easy for Argentina or whatever. I'm just like, I suddenly have more irrational, quote unquote, proof that like Argentina does not deserve to win. Like this is me being like a full conspiracy theorist and in denial of like reality, but
yeah, I think that's what it was. It catches on social media because it's such a big talking point, and it's practically something from people who never watched the game.
mhm.
Yeah.
These are the
Yeah.
people who are talking about the
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Mhm. I do think, but I do understand what you mean by like one, who does it benefit? Two, like they're not that smart. Like it is virtually like hard to rig like a huge tournament like this.
Yeah.
Like or like
Oh, of course.
what are you doing to ensure this? And like there's no fucking way. But
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the same time, because it is like a huge talking point, and the corruption, and you talk about like FIFA being corrupt, etc., it's what everyone latches onto.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they latched onto.
And then
And they'll
also
believe what they want to believe.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then also talking and about the refs too. And it's like I don't think they were told, oh, make sure Argentina win. I do think they made questionable calls. I think it was just the lack of consistency.
Yeah.
That's
That happens.
the
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
I will say I heard something about Messi having a favorite ref, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, what? I didn't know that was possible. I didn't think it was possible to have a favorite ref.
Well, that's
Like,
the joke, isn't it? Like, yeah. Or it's the 11th player for Argentina.
The 11th for Argentina.
But I think he was in like the final.
Oh god.
Clean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he was actually a decent ref.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
a decent ref.
Yeah.
Yes. I understand if it's a joke, but like the idea of like having a favorite ref, I'm like, what does that even mean? To me, the non-sports watcher, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
To have a favorite ref,
Favorite
like, are you
ref.
buds? Are you?
Yeah.
Does he
The
call
guy-
in
I'm go-
favor of you like 90% of the time? What's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
say it probably isn't his favorite ref. I'm gonna say someone just pulled that out of their ass.
Look, they noticed him there, and they're like, "Yeah, that's his favorite ref right
Yeah,
there."
exactly. He's there.
Like,
But speaking about Messi, like, because people, well, Messi, they say he's the GOAT.
oh
He
god,
Has
is.
your attitude changed, um, since like because of what happened with that last game of Messi?
I mean,
No,
no, he's still the
no.
GOAT. He is still one of the greatest players of all times. I mean, yeah,
Anyone
yeah.
who knows soccer knows this.
Yeah.
Like over his storied career, I mean, a little hissy fit is not gonna tarnish that. Now, if it comes out that he's been selling black tar heroin to kids this entire time, that might damage his rep.
Might,
Might.
Right.
because we have Maradona, who was a
Exactly.
cokehead.
Look, yeah, we got the hand of God over there. I
We
mean,
love Maradona. So actually, Chris, I disagree with you. If he was selling, we still love him. We've been
You
looking
know
for
what?
an
No, that
entrepreneur. What is
honestly,
this?
yeah, he was strengthening Argentina's what's called
Yes.
economy.
Yes. I don't see the problem here.
No, for legal reasons.
For legal
no.
reasons, this is a joke. Yes,
Oh,
we do
yes.
not encourage the selling of black tar heroin.
Nor do we
By
believe
Messi or otherwise.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
nor do we believe that these allegations are true about God. Oh my god. That's
Disclaimer.
Yeah,
Huge disclaimer.
huge.
Uh,
Yeah, but no. Again, look, he is one of the greatest players of all time, and unless he really gets caught up in a terrible scandal, that's not going to change the minds of most people. Like, even if he was trying to send off Cucurella for covering his mouth for like 2 seconds
god damn.
Yeah.
during a foul call that was already happening, like
That was funny, actually.
that
to
was.
me.
I was like, what? I was like, really?
It's so desperate.
I know.
I feel like with me, I'm still on the fence. Like I admire him and I still respect him and he's and I still consider him the GOAT. But yeah, it's just like some of his actions during that
Oh,
match. I'm like,
questionable, sure, but
yeah, I was like, why? It's like, yeah, with the covering in the mouth. I'm like, you really think he was covering his mouth? No, he was telling you he got hit in the mouth. Like the player got hit in the mouth. That's what I feel. We'll never know what the real conversation
Yeah.
was.
But
But
even
that's what I
Messi
think.
was half-hearted about complaining about that. He was like, for a second, like, oh, let me go for it. Nah, forget it.
yeah, but I think that's what it is mostly. It is the I think I've mentioned this either talking to you guys or just like I forgot if I mentioned it in the last podcast, but I remember being a kid and watching Messi play. You know what I mean? Like back when he was known as La Pulga, back when he had like the long hair,
Oh,
looked
yes.
greasy as hell. So I'm like to see his like to see him just continuously get better and just like improve the game, bring the game to so many like other people. That's where I'm like, no, he is the GOAT, and this was an unfortunate like bit as his last like FIFA game,
Yeah.
but he's that's still not gonna change my mind about him.
Yeah, I think it wasn't even about the last game for me. It was the entire, like, how he carried the team on his back for all these games. They really relied on him, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
freaking, late 30s. You knew he wasn't gonna be as fast as everyone else, but he was still pulling off amazing plays. So
yeah.
Mhm.
that counts for something.
It
It
does.
does.
And again, that's why it is a little bit, disheartening that he walked away with basically nothing.
Yeah,
And
for
he
Argentina,
might
the
have been
second place is like,
controversy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Second place doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
That's why they're like their backs were turned, which I don't know.
Yeah, again,
Were
they
they
acted
like
like little
backs are
bitches.
turned?
Sore
Yeah,
loser.
Yeah.
like, or they were just facing their fans. I don't know.
Again, unfortunate. It does not change my opinion of Messi. It changes my opinion of Argentina's team as a whole. But like,
True, but he is part of that team.
no,
So
not
you're
anymore.
well,
Yeah.
He's not coming back to that.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crazy. Argentina.
Don't cry for me. Oh wait, can we get copyright strike?
Argentina.
No,
No.
I can't.
No
My
singing of
grandfather used to
copyrighted
sing
songs.
this.
Aw. No,
Uh,
apparently my dad locked himself into his room when the game ended. I was like, damn, took that loss that hard, huh?
Oh no.
so many people did. They're crying.
Oh
I
really?
saw
Hey man,
one
football
person.
hits hard.
It
Football
Yeah,
is like
does.
I saw one Argentina fan like push like a Spanish fan, like just like knock them
Just
down.
pushing, yeah.
Yeah, they
I
yeah.
I will say, like, I was outdoors during the Colombia and Switzerland match, and during the penalty kicks, like I wound up watching it from the with a crowd that was like gathered outside of a beer store that was like that was like showing the game on the screen like in the back. And I was there watching penalty kicks, and I was so grateful for like another group chat of ours going like, okay, Switzerland just got this many in and Colombia just got this many in, because I could not see the indicators on the screen. I could see which team was kicking, could not tell how many had gone by. Like it was crazy. And the way that like the energy immediately left that crowd. There were multiple crowds inside Port Authority when this was happening.
Mm.
Um like in different stores, because different stores were definitely like showing the game on their
Oh
screen.
yeah.
And the way the energy like evaporated as soon as Switzerland like got all their kicks in, and like it was over. And I
Yeah.
knew in that moment that if Colombia had won that one, the way that it would have been chaotic in Port Authority in
Mm-hmm.
that moment.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, there would have been screaming, there would have been jumping, there would have been like, it wouldn't be like a quiet dispersal to
No,
each
yeah.
bus, to
Nope.
each train, nothing. Like, damn, nothing. Sad.
Just sadness.
It's just sadness.
God. That's a I was like that was an experience even in itself. I was just like, damn. Like the way I knew that would have been so different if Colombia had gotten their penalty kicks.
That was a
But
boring
also
game.
maybe it would have been harder to get home. I don't know.
Eh, maybe. Maybe. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Um, so we're almost to the end. So let's leave like with two more questions. Should the US or Mexico or Canada host the World Cup again? Whitney
Said
in
yes.
theater, she has said yes. We have the
We
infrastructure
had
for
thoughts.
it because
Go
of
Whitney.
American football and baseball. I'm going to read what Whitney said. Oh, okay, yeah. So we have the infrastructure for it because of American football and baseball, lots of great cultural exchanges, and mostly positive despite the current political climate and FIFA corruption. Would also love to see more Europeans gassing up our food, but
Yes.
Argentina is not allowed.
What? There you go.
She's locked Argentina out of the country. We have to abide by this.
I was with you until the end, and then I said no.
That was funny as hell.
Keeps being brought up, and you know what? I'm starting to think this is a very popular opinion at this point.
Oh my goodness.
It'll pass. It'll pass.
And no
I
one's gonna remember in 4 years.
Yeah. No, well, my feeling is no. I don't think we have the we feel like we have the infrastructure, but I honestly think we don't. And it's more than just the stadiums. I think it's also the transportation, and I don't think we have that.
Mhm.
That's why that's one of the reasons why I say no. Also, the visa issues that people were not able. You're gonna have a World Cup. Everyone from the world should be invited, and there shouldn't be any issues or blockage to prevent them from entering the country. Even like players or and
Well, that came
part
down to the policies of one asshole. So
yes,
Exactly. I was
and
gonna
it
say this
might
is him.
yes, and it might hopefully it might go away if the US does host it, but this is why I'm thinking about like now the current climate now. And also I honestly feel like the reason why the one of the reasons why the tickets were so high is because the fact that it did take place in the US and they were using like, oh well, this is the United States. We can have the tickets as high, people are going to come because it's the United States. They were using it as like to raise the prices, and I I feel like if it was happening somewhere else, the tickets wouldn't. It would be more. It would still be expensive, but I feel like it would be more an affordable level, and just trying to Americanize a sport that in a country that still is getting used to it. That's like trying to add a halftime show, giving like championship rings and stuff. It was like that's
Oh,
just
that was weird.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
very
That
weird.
was weird.
So I'm on saying no. I don't think the U.S. should
The
host this.
US needs to learn, like the US needs at least like two primers and an exam
Yeah,
before they do anything ever again.
Well, here's
I
the
get
thing.
it.
They did already host in
yeah, I was gonna say
1994.
it wasn't this bad. The
It's
previous time.
Yeah.
exact. It's the
But
administration that is really.
but
yeah,
the previous time is not the same as now, so
Exactly. So who's to say that the next time would be the same as now?
that's fair.
The only thing that I will agree there is about the ticket prices. Sadly, people are paying the thousands and thousands of dollars that are
Yeah.
being asked for it. So I don't see that, like, if the US hosts it again, that's not going to go down.
yeah. Because they saw like, oh, people were willing to pay for
People
the
will
first
pay.
time,
So
they will
yeah.
pay it again.
Uh,
Hmm.
I do wish that like whenever things do get, I, I don't know how to explain it because there's no way that like it, it's not gonna happen. But like I wish when people say these things are too expensive, people wouldn't buy them.
Oh,
Right.
And
yes.
because that would reinforce the fact that no, we can't afford this, and your bid to like and to like keep this economy like and like this thing that you want to keep going won't work at these prices, like that would reinforce it. But because people do pay it, and because there is like there there are people who will do it even if they go into debt, then there's no way it's coming back down. It's the same with so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well, we'll have to see if
Hmm.
we will have to see. I want to be hopeful. Even if
true.
it is hard to, I want to be hopeful.
Now, this was hosted by 3 countries. So would you be, better off if it was just in Mexico or just in Canada?
I will take Mexico.
I would take Mexico.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think Mexico could do it.
Mexico could totally.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hell, they probably should have just done it by themselves this time
I
around. But
really honestly think they should have. Like, I don't know. Canada,
Mexico had more energy for this.
Canada surprised me actually.
yeah, give them a couple of years. They might be able to willing to host it on their own as well. I think they just have to build themselves as
Look, I didn't know Canada had that big of a soccer scene. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, because when you think Canada, you think, oh, hockey. You don't think
Mhm.
soccer.
think hockey, you think basketball, and you think baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, right, they have a baseball team.
Famously, yes.
Yes. Quite a good Yankees last year and they won. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Famously, yes, they do have a baseball team.
What's the baseball team?
Toronto Blue Jays.
Blue Jays,
Blue
thank you.
Jays, yeah.
The only thing I could think of was the Toronto Maple Leafs. and
That's hockey.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And Tessa's sports education will continue.
Yay! Look, man, like I spent way too much of my life not being involved in sports.
That's fine.
Well, speaking of sports, like the soccer loving does not have to end.
No.
It will not end because well next year we'll have another World Cup. It will be the FIFA Women's World Cup, and this will be hosted in Brazil. Um,
Yes.
that
Yay!
I know I'm looking forward to, even though sadly it will be on Netflix.
That
Oh
sounds
crap!
wild.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
both English and Spanish.
Oh.
So they have the rights for both languages.
I will say the Philippines made it
Oh,
to
really?
Oh, the women's World
the
Cup?
Women's
Yeah.
World Cup, yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
like
Some,
See,
90% of the team are Filipino American. And so it's like
So,
US
hey,
too.
there you go.
yeah.
this is
Very,
this is
very glad to see it. Very
that'll be fun
happy.
to see. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Okay.
Yeah. One of my friends sent me the what they call this the post about like, oh yeah, the Philippines like made it to the FIFA Women's, and I'm like, yes, good, excellent.
Well, there you go. And it's on Netflix, so that means that we'd have a slightly easier time of watching it.
Would we?
Okay, so for context, while we were able to watch it on Telemundo's through the Spectrum app on Roku, for the first few games, it worked well.
Beautiful.
During the starting what, the quarterfinals, I think?
Yes, starting
It
the
was so
pixelated.
pixelated. The transmission was so bad
Yeah.
that like the only way to watch it was like from 15 feet away, so that the pixelation actually was okay, or at the bar,
or at the bar, or on like
or on the tablet.
or
Yeah.
on the tablet. Yeah, we couldn't watch it on our actual TV screen.
So that's why if it's on Netflix, it'll at least load better.
I hope so.
Although it might load with the wrong language, as ours seems to do occasionally.
It won't. It will if
The
it
subtitles won't load. There you go. That's what
if
it is.
it's in Spanish, I'll be happy.
Oh, I'm putting that shit in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna try because I don't know who are they going to be the pundits for it, but I'm gonna see both English and Spanish to see how it is because it'll be interesting to see something solely on a platform that does like TV and movies, and they're deciding
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like stream.
Well, I mean, they showcase wrestling now.
Do they?
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Why
Chris,
didn't you
do
tell me?
I look like a person who follows wrestling?
I'm just saying, if you open up Netflix, I don't know how yours looks, but whenever I scroll down, I see like live,
That is great, but try
WWE
mentioning a
Raw,
sport that
What are
Tell me.
you
I
watching,
seem to be
Chris?
interested.
I don't know. I usually just use Netflix for anime and Stargate.
Stargate.
Stargate SG-1, yeah. Remember
Yeah.
I was watching it?
No, that's true. You were watching that. See,
So I don't know why I get wrestling every once in a while.
Look, I use Netflix to watch the one comfort show I have in my life, and that's the Chef Show.
Oh yeah, we were talking about comfort shows. Apparently one of mine's is House.
I don't know why House is your comfort show, sir.
Like you, Lori.
Family Guy.
Yeah, no, I just every time I'm depressed, I put on the Chef Show, and that's just listening to John Favreau and Roy Choi talk about food and like even if I've listened to it like 20,000 times, I will just be there. That's unfortunately my comfort show. I will be very sad if I ever lose it. I'll have to like figure it out.
Yeah.
Ah.
We'll also have in a couple of weeks the Premier League restarts again. Yay!
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yay!
Wait, what does that mean exactly?
So the English Premier League in the UK. They'll like, Manchester City,
Ooh.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
She said with disdain.
Yes, I do.
The
Because
disdain.
Manchester City is going to win the league next year. We're going to win. Not Arsenal.
So I gotta watch every Man City game.
Chris,
No, you need to take a
if
walk.
you
Oh,
want,
that's right. I need to take a
you
walk.
know, if you want to live,
Oh no.
I am not afraid. You know what? No, I am not going to incriminate myself. We'll just see what happens. Oh, anyway, just saying that out in ether.
You
Watch,
can
Yikes.
if you can't take a walk, you can take a nap.
Yeah, I'll take a
you
nap.
know what? Watch every Arsenal game if you want to do that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Don't look at me like this. I'm not your accomplice.
To be fair, I don't know that we can watch those games easily.
That's fair.
It's on. No, actually, it should be on Telemundo.
Do they
Because
play them on Telemundo?
I have to look it up because I know NBC owns the rights to watch it. So that I'm assuming Telemundo watches the Spanish rights. But I thought it was a
That's
good
a good
question.
point. Yeah.
Well, they were doing a lot of bad stuff in the last season where everything was on Peacock, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
And I didn't like that.
because a lot of them I was able to watch on USA.
Oh yes.
Let me see.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, 'cause
But yes, he should not be watching Man City, I guess.
no, he should not. If he wants, if he doesn't want to have like an accident
If he
of
doesn't
some
want to
sort.
have complications.
Yeah, complications. There we go. Just wants to see,
So
live to see.
what's the story with Liverpool then?
It's
I
just
know
like-
I know
The
Arsenal
Beatles come
is-
from there.
Ah, okay.
No.
What?
The Beatles are from there.
Are
Is he
they
from-
like the main rival? I don't know about that. It changes, I guess. If
It's-
there's
I've heard
cities.
about their ire against
yeah,
Arsenal.
it's either Liverpool and now it's also Arsenal because Arsenal likes to whine, think. But when the league is so long and Manchester City wins all the time.
God damn.
God damn. That's
Oh my god.
that's so good.
Like
Oh,
to
God.
whine like a lot. I'm like, oh my god.
No, because
Shut
so
up.
so Man United is separate. Is different.
Yes.
It
yes.
is. And they're not as good as they once were, so they
No.
are not really in the equation. I mean, they are the rival of City, the main rival, but it hasn't been like a spicy game in a long time. But here's the thing about the Premier League: it has the best players in the world. That's so if you want to watch quality soccer, that's your
Ooh.
league.
Walruses.
Except minus Barcelona,
Minus
who
Barcelona.
are not in the Premier League. They're in La Liga, which is the Spanish league.
Oh, La Liga, yes, I've heard of it.
Yes.
What I've heard is not much, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, you won't hear much aside from like Real Madrid and Barcelona from La Liga.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. And I have heard of Real Madrid. So
Oh, because of Bellingham?
Yeah.
just in general. Like I
Oh,
just know
okay.
it exists. You know what I mean?
Oh, all right. That's good.
I did look at it. Does look like Telemundo has the Spanish rights for the Premier League.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Oh, nice.
I'll have to figure out how to get to it. 'Cause I recall having to navigate like the TV guide in like the Spectrum app, and I was just like there was the channel icons were not loading, so I couldn't tell like if I was making it to Telemundo. But I saw one that said World Cup, and I was like, is that it? Squint, and I remembered Telemundo would never say it as World Cup. It should say Copa Mundial.
Or football.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, wait. So I keep scrolling and I find it. and that day Tessa learned how to navigate the TV guide.
Yeah, that Spectrum app is not intuitive.
It's really not. But hey, I anytime a game was on, I was able to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. Well, perhaps there will be more soccer,
I mean, is there any other sport you want to take a look at?
hockey probably,
Hmm.
but mainly because I have not yet seen Heated Rivalry, but I am interested in the Boy Aquarium.
The boy aquarium.
I will say, having seen Heated Rivalry, it I almost forget it's about hockey. So I can't say it's like a good advertisement for the league. I mean, I'm not that interested in hockey
Mhm.
anymore, but I mean, I would check out a game live maybe, but I don't know if I'd make time for it on the TV.
Understandable, but yes, I just think it would be funny, and also because I've heard that like hockey is such an all contact sport
It
that
is.
like
It
hmm,
really is.
I think I would be entertained.
That's true.
And then we also have the rest of the MLS, the Major League Soccer, and the National Women's Soccer League.
Oh
The
God, yeah.
games, they're finishing up their season, so we have that. There's some of it on TV, but I know for MLS they have most of their games on Apple TV, unfortunately.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah, that's
wild.
Well, that's
terrible.
crazy.
Yeah. So, but for women's soccer, you can catch some on not many channels. Some of them are Prime, but like I have YouTube TV and you can record some of the games are on some of the channels like Eon or something like that. Yeah.
I feel that.
And yeah, the possibility of the FIFA Men's World Cup expanding to 64 teams, which I find ridiculous.
That sounds insane.
Yeah. I'd be like, no. I feel like 40. I mean, I was skeptical with the 48. It worked. Why don't we stick to that? I feel like expanding to 64 is.
I
Mm,
will say the only reason I want that is because Peru can make it in.
That's funny.
Oh God. That's basically it.
Yeah.
El Salvador still would not make it.
No, no, Chris, don't say that. But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
all
Right.
right. So I think we have given all of our thoughts on this lovely World Cup. So thank you everyone for listening to this bonus episode of the Fake Book Club. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts, like Spotify, YouTube, and Pandora. You can also visit our website at fakebookclubpodcast.wordpress.com. Our next episode will be definitely hosted by Chris.
What?
So we're back to our regular scheduled programming. So um
We took 2 episodes off for the World Cup, and that's what it was.
yes, that's what it was. So make sure to tune in to find out. So with that, have a great night, day, wherever what time you're listening to this. All right. Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.